Yamaha's Maverick Vinales scored pole position for the opening Grand Prix of the 2019 MotoGP season in Qatar, while teammate Valentino Rossi dropped out in Q1 and Jorge Lorenzo crashed. Vinales continued his strong form from pre-season testing at the Losail circuit to beat Ducati's Andrea Dovizioso by 0.198 seconds in Q2, while Marc Marquez made it 3 different markets on the front row with a time just a thousandth slower than Dovizioso. In the opening runs, it was Vinales that laid down the early benchmark with a 1m53.844s effort, with Takaki Nakagami's LCR Honda and rookie Fabio Quartararo of the new Petronas Yamaha team making up an unusual-looking top 3 at the midpoint of the 15-minute pole-out. Vinales, seemingly uninterested in getting a tow from any of his rivals, then bettered his benchmark to a 1m53.546s on his second run. That time was good enough for his 7th MotoGP pole and his second in 3 years in Qatar. Jack Miller briefly moved up to second with a 1m53.809s, only to crash at turn 2 moments later, and the Australian was eclipsed by Ducati stablemate Dovizioso by 0.065s. With the help of a tow from another Ducati rider, Danilo Petrucci, Marquez then vaulted up to third at the checkered flag, demoting Miller to fourth. Quartararo ended up as top rookie by a comfortable margin in 5th, exactly 4/10 slower than Vinales, followed by Q1 pace-setter Cal Crutchlow and Petrucci. Crutchlow had led Nakagami in an LCR Honda 1-2 in Q1 as they eclipsed their past champion opposition. Lorenzo's chances of escaping the opening part of qualifying were wrecked by a crash at turn 2 with 3 minutes left on the clock, meaning he will start 15th on his Honda debut. The Honda newcomer had been second behind Crutchlow after the opening runs, and his fall opened the door for Nakagami to grab the other Q2 transfer spot. With no time to get back on track on his spare bike, Lorenzo was further demoted after the checkered flag by Francesco Bagnaia and Rossi. Yamaha rider Rossi never really looked like threatening the top 2 for much of the session, but in the end he was only 0.106s shy of Nakagami's time. Nakagami went on to take 9th in Q2, just behind Franco Morbidelli on the second of the Petronas machines. Suzuki pair Alex Rins and Joan Mir and Aprilia's Alex Espargaro completed the Q2 result. Behind Lorenzo, Bagnaia and Rossi, pole Espargaro will open up row 6 on the best of the KTMs on Sunday ahead of Tech 3's Miguel Oliveira and Tito Rabat, another Q1 crasher. Johann Zarco condemned himself to